I love when Christians are running around with their hair on fire, screaming that it is the end time. It demonstrates that they do not understand history and that they are actually pushing people away from their religion instead of drawing them into their religion. Because if you understand anything about history, you can recognize that there has been previous times where people have claimed end time, end time, end time, especially when a pandemic happens, and it demonstrates itself to not be that end times, and it goes counter to the ideas of Revelations that you wind up losing congregants. Do you know one of the major forces that pushed people into Protestantism away from Catholicism was the bubonic plague? That's right. When the bubonic plague, the Black Plague, hit Europe and it killed up to 70% of the population, that population being primarily Christian, those people could not understand that if it is the end time, and that's what was being preached at the time, if it is the end time, then why are Christians getting the disease that the Bible says that the non-Christians would be the ones to receive this ailment? But Christians were getting it and felt like they were being punished by God. But for why? Because they believed in God. They believed in Jesus. They believed in your teaching. They believed in your mythos. So when you run around and you're saying that COVID is a sign of the end time, COVID is a sign of the end time, it's right there in Revelations, it's right there in Revelations. And yet the majority of people who are experiencing or who have experienced COVID, who have died during COVID or have become gravely ill, were members of the Abrahamic religions, which goes counter to what the claims of Revelation is saying as far as who is supposed to be punished by this creator God mythos that you have. Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever name you want to give him, it doesn't really matter. We see that according to your Revelation book, it is those who have accepted the mark of the beast who are to be punished with boils and sores and sickness and pandemics. The Christians are not supposed to, but yet the Christians are. They're receiving the same punishments if this was truly the end time. As I said, the last time that this was big during the pandemic of the bubonic plague and even during the Spanish flu and other pandemics, it moved people farther away from Christianity because they realized how easy it is for people to utilize that book in order to scare people into fearing a God that simply desires to genocide its own people as well as those he claims that are against him. So please continue calling out signs of the end times. Continue to look at things that are going out of order of how the end times are supposed to happen according to your book of Revelation. Because remember, your God is a God of order, not disorder. So plagues and seals should all fall in order. Thank you.